Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, Heal, Lift, Rise. My name is Carla Denard. Thank you so much for joining me and being here, sharing in on our energy together. I am truly, truly grateful for your presence today. I have been wanting to go on here and I have been overwhelmed by so much love and so much divine guidance from the universe, and as much as I've wanted to get on here, I've needed this rest, I've needed this relaxation and rejuvenation time to gather all of the wisdom that was coming through to me and the message that the angels have been giving me and putting along my path. And I wanted to share some really special messages with you. I am currently at my favorite beach, and for those of you that don't know, I like to go to the beach every single day. As much as I can, as much as I'm able to, weather permitting, and what I'm feeling and my symptoms and everything that I've been going through on the ascension journey depends on whether or not I get here. But today is literally the perfect day. And it feels amazing out here. I feel amazing. Today has been absolutely wonderful, and I don't know if you can see, but the ocean itself is so gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous out here, and there's nobody out here. There's fishermen out on the ports on the other side, but there's literally nobody here. And I'm so shocked because it's a gorgeous day. It's like high of 70 right now. Perfect weather to be out here soaking in the light codes and vitamin D, all of this amazing goodness and grounding. So let me hop right to it and share some messages with you of things that I've been going through and what I have been getting. So one of the biggest epiphanies I have gotten recently in the last couple months, where I've had to take some downtime, go inward, and quiet myself, is I've been getting a message of love, a big emphasis on love energy, love frequency, holding the frequency of love and opening our hearts. There's so many people that are, roaming the earth with a closed heart, and the biggest theme and message I got was to open your heart. And many people may think, however, that their heart's already opened, but the only way to give and receive unconditional love is through an open heart. And if we have wounds and grudges and all of these things and pain that we're holding on to and clinging to, that is what is preventing our hearts from opening. So there's been a big emphasis on love and opening our hearts to love and that energy so it can flow through, because the divine energy can flow through us once our heart is open. It can magically, truly, infinitely flow through us once we open our hearts. One of the biggest ways that to do this is self-healing, is healing our hearts, healing our heart chakra, our heart space. And I highly recommend doing some energy healing for that. Affirmations are helpful. And, setting that intention daily for your heart to open, envisioning it, believing in it, praying for it. There's just so many things, so many ways to do this. And trusting that the process is working, that you are actually opening your heart, because it will happen at some point, and it's the most magical, amazing feeling in the world. You literally live and experience a different reality based upon opening your heart. And I can honestly say this because my heart has been opening, and it's a different experience, way different experience of just viewing life, seeing life, and engaging in life day to day. So that's been the one underlining theme. And I want to share a really special message and event that occurred recently. So one of the days recently that I felt really, really terrible, and I believe I was going through a Kundalini activation, or some kind of really deep upgrade, but I believe it was Kundalini. I, in the morning, was dropping my daughter off at school, and I lost my house key. Okay, I could not find my house key, and my neighbor offered to help me look for the key, and she was wonderful, and she did help me, and I eventually found it. But the funny thing about all this is I did not freak out. I did not panic. When I lost my key and noticed that I lost my key, the first thing that went through my head is I started talking to God, and I started dancing with this idea of, what is the meaning of losing your key? What is the spiritual meaning of it? And what does this mean, God? What does this mean, angels? What does it mean for me since I've lost my key? Like, what is my key, So I was dancing with this idea and kind of just let it go. Later on, I started to really feel terrible, even worse. And I believe all of these feelings that I was feeling is what brought me here to where I am now, and the feeling I'm experiencing. It was literally heart-opening activations, upgrades for me. But I started having really terrible chest pain, headache, feeling like head pressure, my ears hurting, my throat, everything. Just the upper chakras mainly. Just really going off, and hot, boiling hot, freezing cold, boiling hot, freezing cold, the works. And I go to pick up my daughter, I bring her home, and I let her know, like, hey, honey, mommy is not feeling good. Mommy is not feeling well. I'm gonna need you to take some time to go in your room and just rest, hang out, draw, color, play with your Barbies, do something with yourself, just for a little bit, because mommy needs to rest. Mommy's not feeling good. And she does that for a little bit. She comes back in my room, shows me some drawings that she made. And I say to her, I said, she's like, I'm gonna go color something else. And I was like, okay. I was like, why don't you ask your angels for guidance? Ask them what you should create, what should you create? And I like to throw that message to her sometimes, because she has a divine connection. For those of you that don't know, my daughter does channel angels from time to time. And she's been doing this since she was born, since she could talk, since she was like 2.5, 3 years old, and I'm not joking. So she comes back 15 minutes later and she goes, Mom, the angels begged me to give you this message. They've been begging me to give you this message, so I have to come in here. And I was like, well, what is it? What's going on? And she said, the angels told me to tell you, love is the key. And of course, I just immediately start crying. I get chills, and I automatically know the angels are communicating with me, giving me the answer. God has given me the answer that I questioned earlier, that was going around in my head. And again, leading me, telling me to come from a place of love. Lead from your heart space. You could never go wrong from leading from your heart space. Holding that frequency and that energy of love is the highest frequency that we can vibrate at. Okay? And that is where the magic happens. It's from our heart space, okay? These are epiphanies and download messages that I have received, and have even got from my daughter as well too. Like, this is confirmation of things that I have been getting, and signs, synchronicities from the universe. So love is the key. Love is the greatest gift, and it is the catalyst for our evolution and for everybody's journey. Like, to come from a place of love, pure, unconditional love. And I can honestly say, by holding that energy and intentionally setting that energy and holding it day to day, has changed my reality, has completely changed my outlook, my perspective, and all of the people and things that I am attracting into my life. It is divine. You can call it magical, but it is divine. It is literally, I want to say God frequency, but I know it's love. And oh my gosh, there's like a heart-shaped cloud in the sky. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of phasing away, but there's a heart-shaped cloud in the sky. That's amazing. So I come on here to share this message with you because it's so important for us to get into alignment and to hold the space of love, come from a place of love, continue to open up our hearts and experience the magic that the universe has to offer based upon opening our hearts. And I did get, again, more confirmation, more validation when I came across a video today of a lady who was sharing her own personal angel message. And she says in there, when you open your heart, and this is funny, she's talking about opening your heart, right? This is the theme I've been getting. And she says, there's a divine magic that flows that it's gonna light up your world. Like, this is gonna happen within the next few months. This magic, once it hits us, it's like we get to grasp in that energy and literally allow it to just radiate from us and change us, literally change our trajectory. It's incredible. It gave me a lot of confirmation, and it just made me realize that I am on the right track. All of my messages and signs and synchronicities, angel messages from my daughter and, you know, from the universe have been on point. I could not wait to share this message with you and get this out there because I know that this can help somebody out there. Whatever you're going through, I want you to understand you are on your greatest path. Open your heart to love. Get out of your head, get into your heart space, and really come from a place of love in every moment, in every situation. Doesn't matter what it is. Come from a place of love and keep opening your heart, trusting that your heart is opening. Watch the divine magic happen, because it's going to, and it's going to shock you. It really, really is. Well, thank you so much for joining me. That is the message I really wanted to share with you today, and I'm so glad I got to do it today on a day where it's beautiful out and the energy is so great. I feel great. I'm over here at my favorite beach. Beautiful space. Taking all of that divine healing and cleansing. The ocean is just so healing. It's beautiful. So beautiful. I had to share this with you. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, I wish you all the very, very best.